Hello, Internet. Welcome to the NerdChat. So, I was going to be doing the next issue of that Flash Green Lantern comics I've been covering, but over the past week, I picked up the 75-year celebration of Robin. The first issue is obviously his origin, like the first issue that Robin ever appeared in, and I had never read it before, so I wanted to share the absurdity that is this comic with all of you, because it is bonkers. it was a very entertaining read, but like comics have come so far, and like I've covered a few very old comics on this channel before, so it's not like I was unprepared for like how weird some of it could be, but this one was especially messed up. So I just had to make a video about it. So now you may think an origin story about a beloved character who has been around for over 75 years maybe a little bit more flushed out, but it is not. So let's just go through. So the first page really is just like a cover, like introducing what the idea of Robin is and like what Batman is, and it starts with you get one panel of Dick on the trapeze, and then it goes to the second page, which is the first like real page of the comic. And like Dick overhears Zuko's men like harassing Mr. Haley about like protection money. And then you see Mary and John, Dick's parents, doing their trapeze act, and the line breaks, and Dick is like, "They'll be killed." Then the next panel is just Bruce comforting Dick, and we go and see like the Zuko's men are forcing money out of Mr. Haley again. And Dick says he's going to go to the police because he's listening in, because he heard them initially talking about this. But behind him is the Batman, and I want to help you get those murderers. They put acid on the trapeze rope, so you can't go to police. Come with me and I'll tell you why. So Dick just gets in the car with Batman, and they're in the original Batmobile, which is just a red car. This is before there's actually a Batmobile. So he explains that Batman explains you can't go to the police because Zuko like runs this town. Like, if you go to the police, you'll be dead within an hour. And he explains that my parents were also killed by criminals. So like I sympathize with you, but he's devoted his life to exterminate them. And then Dick says that he wants to go also. He wants to go with him, and he wants to be a part of this. So he says, Batman accepts that idea, and he's like, okay, well, come with me then. We'll figure something out. And then they're like, take this like oath to fight against crime via candlelight. And then we see only 3 panels of Dick's training about swinging on ropes, boxing, jiu-jitsu, and then he's Robin. Done. That was 2 pages, 2 real pages of the comic, and he's Robin. And they don't really explain why he chose the name Robin, other than they say that, and this Dick Grayson, by the hand of fate, is transformed into that astonishing phenomenon, that young Robin Hood of today, Robin the Boy Wonder. So that's like the only reason they come up with the term Robin, which anyone who's like watched the cartoons or even just read some of the more modern day comics, you would know that they come up with better reasons for why he chooses the name Robin, whether it's like his mom called him his little Robin or something like that, whatever. He had usually a reason for choosing the name other than that young Robin Hood of today, which that has also been sometimes a thing. Like, it's not a secret that Dick has been a fan of Robin Hood. Even in the current Nightwing run, they've brought it up a few times. But yeah, I didn't know that was the reasoning behind it, and it seems, I guess it makes sense. I don't know. But it's not like he's a Robin Hood. He doesn't steal from the rich and give to the poor. He just beats up criminals. Like, that's all they do in this time. So, now, many months later, after strenuous work and study when he's become Robin, over the course of 4 panels, Bruce comes up with a plan of how they're going to stop Zuko, which is they're going to make Dick take a job as a paperboy, which doing that causes some dudes to like come and like shake him for money. It's like, hey, every paperboy gives us a third of their take every week, and you're no exception. This is, if we catch you hiding out, we'll beat you and we'll take away your papers. And he's like, I'll pay. So he goes and tells Bruce about all of this, which was the plan. And then, the next day, they come to collect the money, and Dick is told to follow them and see where they go so he can tell Batman. So he follows them to this house, and you see Boss Zuko, and he's being a crime boss, whatever he's doing, generic, I hate good people and I'm gonna rob everyone in this town. So he goes to shake, he like has all of his guys go shake people down for money, which Batman just like goes around town just beating the crap out of criminals that are trying to shake down business owners. And he just leaves everyone with a terrible joke and a sock on the jaw, as he puts it. And he just kind of keeps going around, like from everywhere from like a butcher shop to a casino, just beating up dudes. And then eventually it makes their way back to they all like make their way back to Zuko, and they tell him like the Batman beat us up, the Batman beat us up, the Batman beat us up, and he's like the Batman. That's all they ever hear. And then a package comes for him, and he opens it up, and there's a bat inside with a note telling Zuko to get out of town, or like he's going to go attack whatever building next. So it's all a trap for Zuko. That's the plan, is that they'll go there, they'll meet Batman. Batman will, apparently beat them up. I don't know what their plan is. Well, I know what their plan is because I read the whole comic, but you don't know what the plan is because you haven't read this yet. Unless you have, in which case, I'm going to move on. So they go to this building. Robin was not supposed to be coming with, but he hops onto the back of the Batmobile and tags along anyways. But they get to this building, which is like still under construction. Like the whole top half is not done. And Robin like takes down like one dude as they're all getting to the elevator, and they notice. So they take a shot at him, and he uses a slingshot, like an old-timey slingshot, like the ones where you got to spin around and chuck it, like David and Goliath, as they do not forget to tell you in here. He knocks a dude out, I guess. And then he swings over, kicks another guy, and they fight, and he's doing well, but he slips, and one of the guys comes onto the end of the girder. He like tries to step on Robin's fingers, and Robin swings under and kicks the dude, quote unquote, kicking the gunman off the girder into space. Now in the next panel, to the very bottom right corner that you can see right now, that is quite a fall. It doesn't look like he hits that girder beneath. Robin probably killed that man. Which we know early Batman killed people, but this is not when Batman has a gun. So, I think that death is frowned upon, but I guess not enough, because you'll see that it gets worse. So Batman kicks Zuko, and he, throws another dude off, and he's like hanging him from a rope, and says that he'll, drop acid on the rope just like he did to the Graysons, unless he, confesses to everything that's been going on, full confession, naming names, all of that. So he pulls this dude back up, and he like signs a confession and all that, and then Zuko, out of a fit of rage, calls him a dirty squealer and pushes him off. And right when that happens, you see Batman say, "Snap it, Robin," and Robin says he got it. Now that was not save the man who's falling like modern day Batman would. No, what happened is Bruce had Robin bring a camera to take a picture of the murder happening so that they could use it as evidence against Zuko. They knew this was going to happen because they brought the camera. They intended for this man to die. They intended to watch murder happen and stand by. And you can see Batman was at the top, and he was just holding his hands on his hips like, yep, I got that murder to happen just good. Just what I wanted. And then that's that. Like, that's... They get Zuko put away for murder. And then then they just like go on with their adventures. Like Bruce is like, well, Dick, your parents have been avenged. What are you gonna do? You want to go back to the circus life? And he's like, no, I think I'm gonna keep fighting crime. And he's like, me, I love adventure. So then that's that. Like, Bruce officially like takes Robin as his ward, and now Batman has a sidekick, and that's the tale of Robin's first issue. I read it, and I had to go through and read it like 3 more times to see if there's anything I missed, because like I wanted to know if there was something more to the Robin title. There really wasn't. I wanted to make sure that a bunch of the weirdness I read was true. Like, did he really become Robin over the course of 2 pages? Yes, okay. Did Robin kill that man? I think he did. And did Robin definitely just, basically watch murder happen and be like, yep, good. I was hoping that would happen. Yeah. That's... Yeah, so I read this and I'm like, I have to make a video on this because it's just so freaking weird. It cracks me up because what the hell? This is just how comics were written back then. Like, it's not like this is crazy for anything else you read along that time, but just to watch our heroes who have been go above and beyond to save even the lowest of lives, to just let death happen like this, like so casually, is so crazy to me. And I thought that it would be crazy to all of you as well, so that's why I wanted to share it. So that has been the very first appearance of Robin the Boy Wonder, and I hope that you all got a laugh out of it at least. And that you have enjoyed what I've made here today. So if you like what I do, please like, comment, subscribe. You've been on YouTube before, you know the drill. I cover comics in this kind of format. I try to do it once a week. I sometimes fail at that. And then I also stream gameplay with me and my friends and some of the other people who appear on this channel from time to time. So if you like any of that, feel free to stick around. I got a Discord in the description below that you can join, and so you can talk to me about comics. You can even suggest comics for me to cover in the future if you'd like. So I hope to hear from you all. I hope to see your views later on, and I hope to talk to you at some point. Thank you, and goodbye.